Indie games are true gems in the world of video games, where creativity and passion shine unmistakably. Created by small teams or even solo developers, these titles often challenge conventions and deliver unique experiences, full of emotion, innovation, and beauty. But they are often overshadowed by the brilliance of big-budget productions, backed by millions in funding and massive marketing campaigns that dominate the market. Even so, indie games persist, proving that talent and dedication can overcome the barriers of money and visibility. In today's video, I've selected 20 titles that, despite facing the shadow of AAA giants, have captured hearts and redefined what it means to create art in video games. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring daily content so you don't miss any detail from the world of gaming. And if you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd really appreciate it. From one gamer to another. Kicking off our list, we have the Pathless, an adventure that blends free exploration, fluid action, and an enchanting narrative. You take on the role of an archer in a vast and mysterious world, accompanied by an eagle that helps you navigate dense forests, ancient ruins, and towering mountains. The lack of a traditional map encourages the player to follow their instincts, creating a unique sense of freedom and discovery. The movement system is one of the standout features. Shooting at targets scattered across the environment while running maintains your speed, making traversal as fun as the combat itself. The latter, in turn, is strategic and intense, requiring precision and a connection with your eagle to face colossal enemies and purify the corruption threatening the world. The game impresses with landscapes that look like moving paintings. The composed soundtrack perfectly complements each moment, elevating the immersion. The Pathless is a journey that combines rhythm, emotion, and freedom, delivering an unforgettable experience that pushes the boundaries of traditional exploration in games. Next up, Terraria is one of the best examples of how simplicity can hide a surprising depth. The game combines elements of exploration, building, and combat in a randomly generated world that is as vast as it is challenging. The charm lies in how you can dig deep into the earth for resources, face dangerous creatures, and still return to the surface to create incredible structures. Each journey becomes a unique story, shaped by the choices made along the way. The progression system is one of the most fascinating aspects. As you discover new biomes and face increasingly complex enemies, the challenge grows in an engaging way. Boss battles are a true test of skill, requiring strategy and preparation. It's not just about winning, but also about the feeling of overcoming obstacles with tools you've created yourself. This sense of self-sufficiency is one of the game's biggest strengths. The pixelated visuals, combined with an engaging soundtrack, give it a nostalgic tone that contrasts with the endless possibilities it offers. The cycle of exploring, fighting, and building is so addictive that it's easy to lose hours improving your base or venturing through caves filled with secrets. It's an irresistible invitation for those who seek to create, discover, and most importantly, challenge themselves in a world that never stops surprising. In third place, we have Stardew Valley, a game that takes the simple act of farming and transforms it into something magical. You inherit your grandfather's old property, with worn-out tools and land overrun with weeds, but the true charm lies in watching everything come to life over time. From planting your first seeds to growing a vibrant, thriving farm, every detail makes the journey rewarding and engaging. The highlight is the freedom to shape your routine and create something that reflects your style. Whether raising animals, exploring monster-filled caves and treasure, or expanding your property with machines and structures, there's always something new to do. Every achievement comes with the satisfaction of watching your farm grow and transform into something unique, shaped by your effort. Another highlight is the care given to customization. You can adjust every detail of your character and farm, from the layout to the tools you use daily. The changing seasons alter the rhythm of everything, with new challenges and opportunities emerging throughout the year. Whether tending to the fields or venturing into the depths of a mysterious cave, the game offers something special at every moment. In fourth place, Valheim transports the spirit of Norse myths into a world full of challenges and discoveries. You begin in a serene place, but soon realize that every direction hides breathtaking landscapes and hidden dangers. From dense forests to snow-covered mountains, each biome holds valuable resources and legendary creatures that test your courage and skill. Navigating vast, mysterious oceans in search of unexplored lands adds an epic sense of adventure. Base building is one of the biggest draws. With creative freedom, you can construct everything from simple shelters to true Viking halls, each serving a specific function. Combat is strategic and requires mastery of dodging and blocking, making every battle against bosses or common creatures a test of skill. Gathering resources to forge powerful weapons and armor completes the progression cycle, where each new piece of equipment opens doors to even greater areas and challenges. The game especially shines in cooperative mode. Venturing with friends to explore, fight enemies, and build settlements strengthens the sense of camaraderie. Organizing naval expeditions or facing mythical bosses together elevates the multiplayer experience to another level. With a system that balances simplicity and depth, Valheim stands out as an unforgettable journey through the world of gods and Norse legends. In fifth place, Hollow Knight offers a fascinating dive into an underground world full of mysteries and dangers. Every cave and ruined city hides ancient secrets that invite exploration, while the unique atmosphere blends melancholy and beauty with every discovery. The feeling of navigating labyrinthine paths is like flipping through a dark, magical book, full of surprises and challenges. The gameplay is refined and rewards the player's skill. Striking enemies while dodging attacks is satisfying, especially when facing epic bosses that test reflexes and patience. Unlockable abilities expand the possibilities, turning jumps and attacks into fluid movements that make the journey memorable at every step. The game's world is a spectacle, with hand-drawn art bringing each area to life, from dark caves to impressive Gothic landscapes. Detailed environments and a grand soundtrack heighten immersion, echoing the lost glory of this world. It's a visually stunning and deep journey, perfect for those seeking a memorable challenge. In sixth place, Celeste combines technical precision with a deeply touching narrative. The journey to the top of the mountain goes beyond physical challenges, also confronting the protagonist's internal conflicts. Each screen functions as a puzzle that requires coordination, patience, and determination. Falls are constant, but the immediate respawn keeps the pace engaging and fuels the desire to overcome obstacles. The simple controls hide a surprising depth. Jumping, climbing, and dashing become fluid movements that, once mastered, transform the gameplay into something almost choreographed. Exploration is rewarding, with secrets scattered in every corner that encourage mastery of the mechanics. The minimalist aesthetic brings the mountain to life, while the memorable soundtrack amplifies the emotional intensity of each moment. The game mixes triumph and vulnerability, creating a gameplay experience that challenges not only reflexes, but also the player's emotions. It's a title that proves the greatest achievements come from facing our own limits. In seventh place, Dead Cells combines frenetic action with exploration in a mutable castle, where each playthrough is unique. You control a failed alchemical experiment, condemned to restart every time you are defeated. The lack of checkpoints and the constant threat of death create an addictive cycle, where every attempt is a new chance to overcome challenges and learn from mistakes. The combat is intense and rewarding. Strategic roles and precise attacks make the battles dynamic, while a varied arsenal of weapons and abilities allows for endless approaches. Mastering enemy patterns is essential, turning each encounter into a test of skill and strategy. The fusion of roguelike and Metroidvania mechanics is one of the game's greatest strengths. Even with death, there's progress, new paths, mutations, and weapons are unlocked, ensuring a sense of constant evolution. It's a journey that blends tension and adrenaline, where each victory feels special and every defeat turns into a lesson. In 8th place, Hades elevates the roguelike genre with its flawless mix of frenetic action and immersive narrative. Playing as the prince of the underworld, your mission is to escape the clutches of the god of the dead, facing hordes of enemies in vibrant and challenging environments. Each escape attempt balances strategy and improvisation, with fast-paced combat and mechanics that renew with every choice made. The special touch lies in the gifts of the gods, which offer unique abilities to customize your playstyle. From devastating lightning strikes to surprising defensive skills, the possible combinations ensure dynamic, surprise-filled gameplay. As you progress, the difficulty increases, but the feeling of gaining control over the available tools and powers compensates for any defeat. The Underworld universe comes alive with deep, well-developed characters, each offering their perspective on events. In addition to the intense combat, the dialogues reveal a story filled with emotion and nuances, strengthening the connection with the world. Hand-painted environments and a memorable soundtrack complete the journey, making this title a true masterpiece that challenges and rewards equally. 9th on the list is Outer Wilds, a game that turns space exploration into an intriguing and unforgettable mystery. As part of an independent space program, you're launched into a solar system full of enigmas, trapped in an endless time loop. Every minute matters as the planets change around you, revealing secrets that can only be understood by observing their transformations at the right moment. The solar system is a work of creativity, with locations that feel alive, like a city disappearing under sand or a planet crumbling as you explore it. These environments are not just settings but active parts of the narrative, inviting the player to unravel their mysteries with attention and curiosity. Discovering alien messages, tracking mysterious signals, and facing the dangers of space all expand the immersion. The available tools serve specific functions that enrich the game, from signal trackers to ancient text translators. Without combat to interrupt the pace, the focus is on the freedom to explore and the need to solve the central enigma. Each time loop offers a new chance to learn and advance, turning the journey into a celebration of discovery and curiosity. 10th on the list is Gris, an interactive work of art that turns emotions into mechanics and stunning environments. We follow the journey of a young woman facing pain in a world that reflects her fragility and resilience. Each meticulously designed environment brings delicate tones and fluid animations, creating a visually captivating adventure. The protagonist's dress, which evolves to offer new abilities, symbolizes emotional growth along the way. Without combat or frustration, the focus is on exploration and contemplation. Small puzzles and platforming challenges arise as extensions of the world itself, encouraging the player to interact with elements instinctively. As new paths open, the environment gains color and form, representing the protagonist's emotional progress and making it clear that every detail was carefully crafted to convey a message of overcoming. The elegant soundtrack accompanies the journey masterfully, enhancing the emotional connection at every moment. It's a game that needs no words, allowing gestures, movements, and environmental changes to tell the story. This work is not just a game, but a sensory journey that touches deeply, showing that beauty can emerge even from the most difficult moments. In 11th place, Slay the Spire redefines the deck-building genre by blending it with roguelike elements. Each run is a unique journey where the player combines strategy and improvisation to build a deck capable of facing the challenges of the Spire. With hundreds of cards available, the choice of each one directly influences the course of battles, creating strategic possibilities that go far beyond the conventional. The environment is unpredictable, keeping the player constantly alert. The Spire is in constant transformation, ensuring that no attempt is ever the same as the last. Deciding between safe or risky paths, facing unexpected enemies, and collecting powerful relics are choices that shape each ascent. These relics, rare items with unique abilities, add an extra layer of complexity, often requiring sacrifices to obtain them. The depth is impressive, with different characters, cards, and encounters that challenge the player to think outside the box. Each battle is a puzzle that tests not only the deck you've built, but also your ability to adapt to unexpected situations. It's a game that captivates both with its challenge and creativity, making each victory a rewarding strategic achievement. 12th place goes to Spiritfarer, a game that turns management into an emotionally rich and unforgettable experience. As Stella, the spirit ferryman, you build a boat that's not just a means of transportation, but also a home for your passengers. Each activity, planting, cooking, fishing, or crafting, becomes an essential part of this journey, which is as much about farewells as it is about connections. The world presented is stunning, with hand-drawn animations bringing mystical seas and imaginative islands to life. The exploration mechanics are fluid, with levels inviting the player to run, jump, and glide in search of resources and secrets. The focus is on the passengers' memorable characters whose stories are as impactful as the inevitable goodbyes. Building bonds with them turns each interaction into something meaningful and deep. It's a journey as comforting as it is melancholic, celebrating shared moments and teaching the importance of moving on. The game also offers various customization options, allowing each detail of the boat and character to reflect the player's style. It's a cozy adventure that goes beyond management, becoming a comforting embrace, a loving farewell, and a lasting memory. In 13th place, Ori and the Blind Forest offers an emotional journey that combines action, platforming, and narrative in perfect harmony. After a devastating storm, a young orphan embarks on an adventure full of challenges and discoveries, fighting to restore life in a world in decline. The story touches on deep themes such as love and sacrifice, captivating from the start. The visuals are breathtaking, with hand-drawn environments that feel like living paintings. Each area explored is unique and filled with details, while the platforming challenges demand skill and precision. The orchestrated soundtrack complements the most intense and emotional moments, making every step even more significant. It's a game that not only challenges the player with its precise gameplay, but also creates a deep emotional connection. As new abilities are discovered and obstacles are overcome, the world transforms, reflecting the courage and impact of the protagonist. A memorable gameplay experience, both for its art and the message it conveys. In 14th place, Inside is a game that challenges conventions with its mysterious narrative and unsettling atmosphere. In a monochromatic, oppressive world, you control a helpless child who must navigate environments full of danger and tension. Each setting tells a visual story, subtly conveying messages about control, oppression, and freedom, all without a single word spoken. The progression happens naturally, with clever and challenging puzzles that blend seamlessly into the environment. The mechanics are intuitive, but the game knows how to surprise, introducing new situations that require quick observation and thinking. The chase and tension moments are so well executed that the player feels the pressure as if they were truly inside the scenario. The minimalist art style and almost silent soundtrack, only interrupted by impactful environmental sounds, create a unique atmosphere. Each scene seems carefully choreographed to evoke emotions and curiosity, making it impossible not to want to move forward to uncover what's behind that world. It's a work that provokes, challenges, and leaves deep marks once completed. In 15th place, Don't Starve takes survival to another level by placing the player in a mysterious and unforgiving world. With no instructions or help, You must figure out how to explore the environment, gather resources, and deal with bizarre creatures to stay alive. Each day is a constant struggle, where improvisation and planning are essential to overcome the dangers that arise at every corner. The unique visual combines 2D characters with a three-dimensional world full of strange and fascinating details. Each new game features randomly generated maps, ensuring different environments and challenges every time. The cycle of days and nights adds urgency, especially as darkness approaches, bringing invisible threats and the risk of losing all progress. What makes the gameplay so memorable is the absence of guidance, forcing the player to learn everything on their own. Every discovery, whether it's an essential item or a new strategy, is earned through trial and error, making each victory even more satisfying. It's an intense journey, perfect for those who seek challenge, exploration, and a good dose of creativity. In 16th place, Bastion is an action RPG that turns every player choice into an essential part of its story. The magic of the game lies in how the narrator brings your journey to life, reacting to every move and decision with a voice that guides, observes, and even teases. You explore a world that feels like it's straight out of a painting, filled with vibrant colors and areas that float like pieces of memory. The environment not only delights, but also reinforces the sense of a shattered world, waiting to be uncovered. The battles are fast-paced and require attention. With over 10 unique weapons at your disposal, each with upgrade possibilities, you can shape your combat style according to your preferences: quick attacks, devastating blows, or defensive strategies. The enemies, adapted to the chaotic environment, test your skills in battles that reward precision and creativity. It's a game that challenges you to experiment and constantly adapt. What sets this adventure apart is how everything feels carefully connected. From the buildings you discover and use as refuge to the details in the narrator's dialogues, everything serves to enrich the immersion. Bastion isn't just about defeating enemies or reaching an objective. It's about rebuilding something greater, piece by piece, with each choice leaving its mark on this vibrant world full of personality. In 17th place, Katana ZERO explodes onto the screen with a mix of electrifying action and an intriguing narrative. With a skilled and lethal protagonist, the game challenges you to traverse intense, enemy-filled environments, where every movement must be calculated with precision. The carefully designed levels offer impressive freedom for improvisation. You can take down opponents with surgical precision or use traps and explosives to create chaos. Each attempt is a chance to rethink your approach, turning progress into a unique and brutal spectacle. The combination of frenetic action and the search for creative ways to eliminate enemies keeps the pace intense and rewarding. What truly sets the game apart is its narrative. Told in a non-linear fashion and intertwined with the action, the story reveals a protagonist shrouded in mystery, with a past that unfolds in unexpected ways. It's the perfect balance between style and depth, with a captivating neo-noir aesthetic and a pulsating soundtrack that amplifies every scene. Katana ZERO is as sharp as its name suggests, delivering gameplay that is as cerebral as it is visceral. In 18th place, Disco Elysium is an RPG that transforms the act of investigation into an experience as philosophical as it is unpredictable. Playing as a detective with abilities far beyond the ordinary, you traverse a vibrant city full of secrets, where every choice can redefine your role. Will you be a hero, an opportunist, or a complete catastrophe? The district you investigate isn't just a backdrop, but a character in itself, pulsing with stories, conflicts, and surprises at every corner. The skill system goes beyond the expected, turning every dialogue into an opportunity to explore the surreal, the comedic, and the deeply human. Whether intimidating suspects, debating philosophy, or singing at karaoke, the freedom of approach is fascinating. Interactions with the inhabitants are genuine, allowing for emotional connections or explosive confrontations. while your character shapes itself from the choices made and the thoughts you decide to explore. The city where everything happens is not just a backdrop. It's an essential part of the narrative. From decaying streets to forgotten beaches, each corner has its own story to tell, reflecting the consequences of your actions. More than a game, Disco Elysium is a dive into a world full of moral ambiguity, where you can question everything, even yourself. In 19th place, Jusant is a game that turns climbing into a captivating journey of discovery and perseverance. You face a colossal tower full of mysteries and challenges, where every movement demands precision and strategy. As you ascend, your climbing tools become extensions of your own effort, and the stamina meter keeps the tension high, forcing careful choices in a vertical world that challenges both the mind and skill. The setting is a spectacle in itself. Varied biomes, from windswept arid slopes to tunnels illuminated by bioluminescence, create landscapes that captivate the eye and invite exploration. Every section of the climb reveals visual details and clues about the forgotten civilization that built this monumental tower. The calm and contemplative pace of the journey contrasts with the moments of tension, creating gameplay that is both about climbing and immersing yourself in an enigmatic world. Along the way, the mysterious companion that awakens nature around you adds a layer of magic to the journey. The creature not only helps with progression, but also connects you to the tower's past in an emotional and intriguing way. Jusant isn't just a technical challenge. It's a self-discovery experience, where every meter climbed is an achievement, and every secret revealed is an invitation to keep going higher. Next, we have Firewatch, a narrative adventure that blends mystery and contemplation in a stunning wilderness setting. You play as a fire lookout, isolated in a tower atop a mountain, where your job is to protect the forest by observing signs of smoke. Despite the apparent tranquility, the heat and dryness of summer make the environment tense, and a strange occurrence leads you to explore the depths of untouched nature. Your connection to the outside world occurs only through a radio, through which you stay in contact with your supervisor. This relationship builds with every dialogue, from mundane conversations to intensely personal ones. Your choices define the narrative, giving emotional weight to every interaction and shaping the bond you create. The setting is breathtaking, with environments that seem to come alive as you explore hills, valleys, and hidden trails. As you take each step, secrets and details emerge, deepening the mystery and keeping the player intrigued and immersed. It's a game that balances tension and introspection, turning solitude into a journey as intense as it is memorable. And tell me, which of these games have you had the chance to play? Did any spark your curiosity, and would you add it to your list of next games? We'd love to know which one caught your attention. Share in the comments any game that would definitely fit on the list, but got left out. If you can, please subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never again wonder what to play. I'm leaving 2 videos in the card, one I personally selected for you and the other that YouTube chose. Just click on one of them to watch. Big hugs, enjoy your game, and see you tomorrow.